What's going on, y'all? This is Lo.
And this is Key, and we're low key.
Today we're gonna be talking about, are you reacting or responding to individuals and situations?
Absolutely. Are you reacting? And first, we need to know what is a reaction. When you say are you, when we're asking the question, are you reacting? What does that mean? Um, Reacting. I thought about this earlier. When you react, it's a quick it's very quick. And majority of the time it's quick like that because we get emotional.
You know?
You know, I think our subconscious, because we already, I guess in our minds, we already activate certain feelings towards things, and when something other than what you think it should be, what it should be, when somebody says something, you react. And when you react emotionally. And when you respond, it's more of taking responsibility. You're thinking about the situation, you stop, you think, and then you respond with the most logical or sensible idea or response. So the question is, are you a responder or are you a person that reacts?
Yeah.
I know for me, for a very long time, I used to react because I think women are more emotional than men, more so emotional than men. But you do have some men that are emotional, so they react to things real quick. But most of all, it's more women that are emotional, because that's just how God made us by nature. So we react, and unless you have taken a hold of that and tried to change it, you probably are more than likely a reactor and not a responder.
Yeah. I think a lot of men now have adopted a reactive type of personality. You know, reacting and responding will become synonymous with one another if you practice how to respond over and over again. Then your ability to respond, like my wife was saying, will end up being your default reaction. So a lot of us get into verbal situations, especially if you're not a good orator, like you ain't good with the words going back and forth. It could get emotional real quick because you got somebody verbally flexing on you, and you know they flexing on you with the words, but you just don't have the ability to respond verbally. So you drop your frequency down and you ready to fight, or you ready to just disagree. The only way to not be reactive is, like, you gotta practice. Meaning, what you think? Like, how can they practice? Because it seems like it'd be kind of difficult to practice responding to individuals. Now, I know how to respond to a situation instead of reacting to a situation. That just come with preparation. But when you in like face to face, how do you remain calm and respond the right way?
I think you need to just take a moment, breathe, stop, breathe, right? And stay present and think about the root of the problem. Don't think about the reaction, or I got to say something, or that's messed up that he would say something like that, or I'm not finna be disrespected and you fly off. It's more think about it and then respond, you know, and think about the available solutions. you know, not because they call it knee jerk when you react. That's like a knee jerk reaction because you know how like when you go to the doctor and then they take that little tool and they hit your knee and it automatically it automatically jerks. That's what they're calling when you a person that responds quickly because it's subconscious. It's not something that you even have to think about because you subconsciously do it. So when you think of reacting, you think of subconscious. When you think of responding, that takes a conscious effort.
Yeah.
So when it takes a conscious effort, you have to stop and you have to think and stay in that present moment. That's why it's good to meditate because you can focus and you think about the root of the problem. Oh, she's mad because I said this, or she's mad because I left the toilet seat up, or she's mad because I didn't take out the trash. Okay, how can I respond? Or he's mad because I didn't give him my honest opinion, or he's mad because I didn't think about whatever it is, the money I spent or whatever. He's mad because you got to think of the root of the problem. And then when you think of the root of the problem, you think about the available solutions. But 9 times out of 10, we don't think. We just respond. Somebody run you off the road or cut out in front of you, flipping off.
So you said we just looking at the wrong. We coming at it from the wrong perspective. Because you know, like in the hood, once we feel like respect is lost, everything else go out the window.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think, why am I in conversation with this person? What is the possible outcome of the thing that I'm trying to reach? Or are you just like talking?
Absolutely.
You don't want to be closed-ended, closed-minded, you know, because the thought of respect, it's a major thing. Everybody want to be respected, but everyone views how they issue respect different.
Absolutely.
So I think we just you gotta be more cerebral in your approach. What can I gain from this conversation? There's no need for irate behavior. You know, and if you figuring out that they trying to be disagreeable just because, then that's exactly what they trying to do. So you got to leave from there.
Yeah. And it's okay to respond and say, okay, we'll talk about this later, or okay, that's how you view it, all right. And you walk away, there's no harm in that.
Yeah.
There's no harm in that. But to respond and go back and forth, you ain't this, you ain't that, you SOB, you all of this, like what is it, what do you gain from that? Because it's going to make you even madder when you get off, when you leave that person, it's going to get you, going to start thinking about it, and it's just unwanted energy, it's negative energy.
And if they doing that on purpose, they so used throwing people off their balance like that, they leaving feeling like they accomplished their goal.
And they have if they threw you off.
Exactly.
So when you react, right, you let them have the power, the other people that you're in a situation with. And when you respond, you remain in control. And that's what we always want to do. We want to be in control of our being. We want to be in control. No one should have the power to control us. And some people, they get off on that. They like that.
Throwing you off your balance.
Yeah.
Then you leave there, you fired up. So the first thing, you got to be in productive environments. First thing is, where are you? What situation are you in? What people are you around? Because you don't have to be around situations you don't want to be around.
Absolutely.
I don't care what anybody told you. So you can control who you're around. And hopefully if you're going somewhere, if you got something on your mind and you're in the process of getting there, hopefully you're not just around chilling with anybody willy-nilly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People to where you tell your goals to them and they low-key hating or they don't believe in you. I hope you're not around these type of individuals, because if you are, you haven't passed step one. You know, your ability to respond verbally is crucial
In everything.
in everything when it comes to acquiring information, when it comes to building relation, and when it comes to communication as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, the way you speak, your body language, your confidence when you're speaking, all that happens when you're in control of yourself. You're not moving off of your animalistic instinct. As soon as you feel like somebody trying to play you flipping out. And say if you don't end up fighting or whatever, you leave and your energy is, that's how people end up getting shot
Getting hurt.
and
Yeah.
getting killed.
Yeah.
Over nothing, over
nothing.
simple loss of perceived respect. And the lack of communication is why humans murder each other for little to nothing.
Because it's too emotional. I never seen so many emotional men in all my life.
It's crucial.
Like, I've never seen, growing up, I don't never really think I've seen it, or maybe I just didn't pay attention to it, but it's more now, they're like really emotional. Like, you get mad, a man gets mad at a woman because she don't acknowledge him or respond in a way that he feels is conducive to what he's thinking. So he trying to holler at her and she rejects him. Oh, now you get shot over that? Like, come on. Like,
It's real. Or you calling
emotional.
calling her outside of her name.
Yeah.
That's why she ain't talk to you because she already knew what it was.
Yeah. It just shows how you're not in control of your being.
And
You
your
can't-
ability to respond is garbage. That's our
Absolutely.
responsibility is. You know, your ability to respond. Like, this is a major key.
And respond is service, but respond is in responsibility. So
Flip it
response,
backwards.
responsibility.
Your ability to respond. That's all it is. How you gonna respond in verbal communication? Because even people think responsibility is just in task. You responsible if you take care of this, if you went and did this. No, it also happens in verbal communication. Are you responsible when you speaking with somebody? What is your ability to respond to somebody speaking to you in a degrading manner? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
How can you delineate the reaction from the response? Give them 3 things right quick that they could work on, and then we gonna bounce.
You want to make a conscious effort to take a step back, to breathe, right? And then you want to look at the root of the problem. Stay present in the moment while you do that. And then you want to find the best possible solution. Whatever's available at that time. And if nothing is available, it means you haven't really thought about it.
What you mean?
Like a lot of people say, well, I don't have time to think like that. Yes, you do. All you gotta do is stop.
Exactly.
You don't have to, and I had to learn that you don't have to respond right away when somebody says something to you. You can
don't.
just look and just be like,
Yeah. Not in a threatening manner.
Just
When
look
you
like-
when you give strangers eye contact, you enter into their world. Don't give them that.
don't let these people look you in your eyes. I had to, like, that's a big thing. And I don't look everybody in their eyes. I don't think any woman should.
Because they don't deserve it. You giving them your femininity. You know these cats out here think that you love them if you look at them. And if you don't, they gonna pull out the chopper on you
Yeah.
if you deny 'em.
So don't allow people. You just do what's best for you, but respond.
Facts. You got
Alright.
something else, bro?
Nope,
We
respond.
giving y'all
to
straight
that.
5 this week. We got another one coming. This low.
This is Key, and we're low key,
Like, comment,
and subscribe.
peace.